All right, good morning, traders. Today is July 1st, 2024. My name is John Garrigan. I moderate the BYOB trading room. Thank you all for being here. My SPY pivot this morning, 545.55. Above it, I'm a bull. Below it, I'm a bear. SPY QQQ made new all-time highs on Friday, while FNGU made a new 2-year high. SPY closed inside the daily bullish trap over the 17 EMA, over the all-time high anchored VWAP. It looks a little bit under it, but we'll see what happens. We'll take a closer look at it this morning. With a 2-hour downtrend and a 10-minute downtrend. SPY, Diamond Dow, QQQ, and FNGU all in daily uptrends, while IWM starts a new flaky uptrend. IWM made a higher low and a higher high, closing over the bullish trap over the rising 17 EMA. Diamond Dow made an outside day that would be a higher high and a lower low, closing inside the bullish trap over the rising 17 EMA. Gold still in the flaky uptrend, made a higher high and a higher low, closing over a bullish cross but underneath the 17 EMA. Silver starts a new downtrend, made a higher high and a higher low, closing above the bearish trap and under the 17 EMA. It didn't start a new downtrend, it was in a downtrend. That's silver. It's continuing, it's in a downtrend. It's not starting a new downtrend. It's just already in a new downtrend. All right, UNG starts a new downtrend. All right, and made a lower high and a lower low, closing underneath the bearish trap under the 17 EMA. USO in an uptrend, made an outside day. Again, that's a higher high and a lower low, closing over the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. US dollar index in an uptrend, closed near the 105.85 area. All right, I've got some stars next to 3 of these, okay, which pretty much indicates that they are up over a high anchored VWAP, and they've consolidated for 3 days, and they may be breaking out today or tomorrow. Okay, so these are on watch list. So if I see a 15-minute uptrend, all right, 15-minute, 30-minute uptrend in any one of those 3, I think I would like to play, get some long calls. All right, so that's ENVX, REBN, and SNAP. All right, they all have consolidating over on support. Okay, in other words, they broke through resistance and they're consolidating on top of support, and they've been there for 3 days. All right, so that's SNAP, ENVX, and REBN. We can go take a look at them later on. All right, let's go take a look at some charts this morning. All right, so here's SPY. Let me just stretch this out just a little bit. All right, and well, a little bit too much. Okay, so the all-time prior high was right here. Okay, that was made on June 20th. All right, so the all-time high, and the high was 550 and 12 cents. Yesterday, Friday's high, 550.28 cents. So they made a new all-time high on Friday. All right, so where did we close? We closed inside a bullish trap. Okay, right here, right inside. You got the yellow is the 3 EMA, the white one, that is the 8 EMA, and we closed between the 2 moving averages, between the 3 and the 8. This is the all-time high anchor. VWAP is the teal colored line, the blue line right there. And you can see it looks like we closed above it. It looks like it, but we'll see what happens when we take a closer look there. Okay, so this morning, I think because the nature in which we pulled back, we may bounce back up to 550. Right, just by the nature of the pullback, I'm looking at a possible bounce to 550. So again, I'm looking for a 10-minute trend up over the all-time high anchor VWAP to play bullish this morning. Again, green erases red. That's an entry for me. All right, so that's SPY on the daily chart. Let's take a look at it on the 2-hour chart. All right, so you can see on the 2-hour chart, we had a nice rip. We made a brand new high, came back with incredible force. All right, putting us in a 2-hour downtrend at the end of the day. So we closed Friday with a 2-hour downtrend. 10 minute, we closed with a 10-minute downtrend at the end of the day. Although it does look like we have a bullish engulfing scenario right through here. So taking a closer look at it, it looks like we're under the all-time high anchored VWAP. That's the blue line that we closed under. Currently, we're just slightly above it right there. So again, in the nature that price action came down and we put in this big red candle that was wiped out with bullish engulfing, I think there's a chance, it's a slim one, we go back to 550 this morning, today sometime. Might not be till the end of day, but I'm just putting that possibility there, all right, that red rubber screwball bounce back onto. You've got 3 days of consolidation here, actually more. Okay, so we've got all of this consolidation, and here's price coming right back to it, and like a concrete pad. All right, I think it may bounce back up to 550, and maybe even higher. 550 would be nice. We'll see what it does. All right, so that's what I'm looking at. The nature of the fallback, I think we may bounce right back up there. We'll see what happens. Need that 10-minute uptrend, and it's got to be up over VWAP first. All right, so there's the 10-minute chart. There's the anchored VWAP. So where is it? It's planted on 620, on the highest candle of 620, right up there. All right, so if you want to know where to plant the all-time high anchored VWAP. Remember, Friday, we did make a brand new all-time high. All right, let's take a look at QQQ. QQQ did the same thing. QQQ put in another new all-time high on the daily chart right there. All right, see that big wick up into the sky. Again, QQQ making a new all-time high. QQQ in an uptrend, SPY in a daily uptrend. All right, FNGU. All right, FNGU prints a new 2-year high right up here. FNGU in a daily uptrend, making higher lows and higher highs. Go back to QQQ. Okay, you can see higher highs, higher lows and higher highs. Same deal, higher lows, higher highs. Okay, so they're all in uptrends right there. Let's take a look at Diamond Dow. Okay, so Diamond Dow didn't put in a new high yesterday. Excuse me. Diamond Dow puts in an outside day. Again, that's the higher high and the lower low. Managed to close inside a bullish trap over flat 17 EMA right there. Okay, now we'll visit IWM. Okay, so now IWM takes out this high right here. All right, now I prefer to take out this high. All right, but just taking out that high puts it in a flaky uptrend. All right, we just took out this high here. Here we come 3 days down, and then 5 days up, and then we took out that 5-day high right there. Pulled back 3 days, made a higher low, and then made a higher high. So this is in the flake to me. It's in the flaky uptrend, IWM. When it takes out this high, it'll be in a bona fide uptrend. So IWM, so we have all of the Fab 5 in uptrends, although only one of them is in a flaky uptrend at this time. Okay, so there's IWM. Take a look at the technicals for Friday. This is 28. You can see we snap up here into the buy zone. Okay, this is the buy zone. This is the overbought zone. We snapped up into the buy zone. The bears threw us out. We wound up meandering around inside the buyer's chop zone. Okay, making lower highs, and then lower highs, and then finally a lower low, and then a crash down into the seller's chop zone, and then a bounce out of the seller's chop zone. So the bears threw us out of the buy zone, and the bulls threw us out of the seller's chop zone. Okay, so we're right back here, back in the buyer's chop zone right now. 21.23. I started off green, ended up red, and then we had a last minute 15-minute rally to give us one green candle at the end of the day. Okay, that's T21.23. Finally, filling a gap here. Still got plenty of gaps that need to be filled. Okay, finally fill the gap. All right, this T21.23, T21.23 3-bar, still bear flagging inside of quadrant 1. All right, this is quadrant 1, 2, 3, 4 is at the top. Okay, we made a lower high, we came back down, we crashed through this rising 200 SMA. All right, and then we crashed through this, or melted through the rising 200, and then we melted through the midpoint, and then we melted through the middle third, okay, to wind up in the lower third, and actually in quadrant 1. So we're in a bear flag right now. Hopefully we can find our way, or punch our way out of this wet paper bag to find ourselves back up here, closer to the midpoint and this rolling over flat 200 SMA. If we go back to the 15-minute chart, you can see we've been caught underneath this. See this 200 SMA there on the 15. It's kind of rolled over, and we've been caught like a force field under the Death Star right here, and it has pushed us and pushed us and pushed us down all the way into quadrant 1. Still no challenge. See, we still got space between this falling 200 Death Star force field right here. All right, we still got no challenge of it. We've been up there, but we still have not spiked it or touched it yet. So we're still caught underneath the force field of this falling 200 SMA. We need to break this. All right, this is the unweighted stock performance. All right, you got the SPY and the QQQ. All right, well, those are weighted. All right, this is unweighted. This is be like everybody's on equal footing on the NYSE. On the other one, because there's some big caps in there, they count them twice, 3 times, 4 times, sometimes as much as 10 or 20 times. All right, so they get more weight, okay, in the index. All right, but under here, everyone's on equal footing, and you can see as a whole, the market has been selling off, coming from June 20th all the way up to actually May 20th up to the end of July, the 1st of July. So we'll see what happens here. FNGU, we already did the 3-bar, okay, on Here's FNGU, yesterday's price action, nice pop into the high to make those new all-time high, not all-time, but 2-year high up there. And then you can see just a sell-off. We got caught underneath VWAP, again, like a Death Star force field, just selling off for the rest of the day on FNGU. Alright, nice thing is we're up on top of this 200 SMA. This is a 15-minute chart of FNGU, and that is all of the big mega, not all of the big mega caps, but probably 10 of the most weighted stocks in the SPY and the QQQ. Alright, so we are up over the 200 SMA. Okay, now it's important that we made a higher low. Alright, so we need to catch on top of this and then produce a higher high. Alright, so FNGU is incredibly close to its all-time high, all without the help of SNOW. Alright, so you can see here 504.52. That is the all-time high for FNGU, and how far back it goes when it was put in. That was put in after the COVID rally. Well, at the end of kind of at the end of 2021. All right, so here's the COVID fallout, and then here's the COVID rally right there. 2020, made higher lows, then we made higher highs right there. So here's the COVID drop off, and then here's the rally. 2021 was a prior high. Alright, so we're very close to that. Now we did that, we had Twitter in the FNGU. We no longer have Twitter because it's been taken private by Elon Musk, and we've replaced it with SNOW, which has not performed very well at all. Actually, SNOW has been on my bears list for a long time. So that's FNGU. Alright, so let's take a look at a few sectors, and then we're going to look at the economic calendar. Okay, SMH. Alright, not a new all-time high. Okay, but still in an uptrend. XOK, technology sector. Not a new all-time high, okay, but still in an uptrend, all right? Let's take a look at XLF, all right? XLF is in an uptrend, all right, but no new all-time high. They made a new all-time high here, but no new all-time high. So XLF kind of setting up the regular head and shoulders. We'll see what happens. This would be right shoulder, left shoulder, and that would be the head right there, would be the all-time high. There's XLF, still in an uptrend. There is the all-time high anchored VWAP. It's this upper pink line right there. Notice we're struggling to close full daily candles, and complete candle up over this all-time high anchored VWAP. Alright, need to close complete candles. Nothing attached by wick, tail, or body. Right? You want to see a full candle up there. That's XLF. IYT. Transports. Alright, transports got to take out this high right there. This is today's candle. Friday's candle was a lower high and a higher low, so an inside day. And usually after inside day or double inside day, you get a breakout. Well, this one held on top of, look how it consolidated on top of support. 3 days of consolidation, and now we're getting that breakout to the upside. Alright, need it to take out the high. Be nice if it takes out the high and closes up there, but nonetheless, just spike that all-time high anchored VWAP right there. Okay, see there's that high anchored VWAP right there. Need to spike that, or preferably close on top of it. Still in a downtrend. That may change by the end of day today. IYT. All right, still in a downtrend until it takes out this high right there. All right, let's go take a look at our economic calendar. All right, for today. All right, remember, we're off half day on the 3rd, closed the 4th. The room's open, but we're not going to be here on the 5th. Okay, so half day, off day, off day. All right, so here's the market for this week. So we got a short week this week. You can still trade Friday if you want to. We're just not going to be here. Okay, Friday. All right, and this could be Monday, July 1st. PMI manufacturing final 9:45. ISM manufacturing index 10 a.m. Construction spending 10 a.m. Motor vehicle sales, not sure, probably 7 o'clock in the morning. Mr. Powell's going to speak at 9:30 tomorrow. I think I'm going to call that the main event this week, is Mr. Powell speaking at 9:30. Jolt's at 10, and that's it. So there's the main event tomorrow at 9. All right, Wednesday the 3rd, that's a half day. Okay, we got Mr. Williams is going to speak. Remember, Mr. Powell is the leader of the FOMC, so it doesn't really, I don't pay too much attention to Mr. Williams. NBA mortgage applications is 7. Challenger job cut report, not sure what that is. That's a new one. ADP employment report, 8:15. International trade goods and services, 8:30. Jobless claims, 8:30. PMI composite final, that's 9:45. Factory orders at 10. ISM services at 10. A petroleum report at 10 a.m. And it looks like the gas report that's normally on Thursday at 10:30 is going to be moved to 12 p.m. on Wednesday. Thursday we're closed. Friday we won't be in the room, but the markets may be open. Employment situation at 8:30, and that's really it for the rest of the day. So really light week. Main event is Mr. Powell at 9:30 tomorrow morning. All right, so we'll see what happens there. Earnings are just about wrapped up. Okay, you can see this is for today. Nobody has a P&L ready to report. See, they're all dashes. You either see a sunshine or a moonshine, and we don't see anything. So they're still working on P&Ls, or they're just not ready to report yet. Tuesday, nothing really major. We've got some that are ready to report, but nothing major that is going to move the markets. Okay, Wednesday, remember that's a half day. Looks like 47 billion there for Constellation Brands. I think they sell alcohol. All right, 47 billion for them. They're going to report Wednesday morning, and then nobody's ready yet as far as their P&Ls go for after Wednesday, after Constellation Brand. Thursday, we got some that are going to report on the 4th, but it doesn't look like they're ready yet either. So, and then comes Friday, again, more that are not quite. Here's Coca-Cola Euro Pacific. They still haven't compiled their P&L. All right, so obviously they think they're going to be ready on Friday. And here we are on Monday the following week when we get back. We've got, looks like 1 billion Greenbrier companies. Again, nothing here that's going to move the markets. All right, so really lightweight week. All right, as far as economic events, it's just Mr. Powell. All right, so if the bulls want to push it up to 560, 565, 1.5. There won't be much to stop them other than a strong dollar. Okay, so you can see right now this was red in the overnight session, and we had a little rally in the futures market, and you can see now it's green. Dollar is in an uptrend, and you can see this was the high. We made a higher high. We came back and we spiked the 200 SMA. All right, and then we made an even higher high after that. So dollar still in a daily uptrend. All right, and someone says something about IYT. Chip says on YYT today's candle isn't showing. Oh, that's right. Okay, so that's yesterday. That's Friday's candle. Thank you, Chip. All right, so there's Friday's candle. Higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap, over the 17 EMA. So possibly, let's see where we are in pre-market. Anything? Yeah, nothing really happening in the pre-market yet. Thank you, Chip. All right, so on the IYT, this is Friday's candle, so we very well could be making a new all-time, not a new all-time high, initiating an uptrend, breaking this downtrend line today. We'll see what happens. All right, nice if they closed up here. Really nice if they closed a candle up here, at least spiking. All right. Closing over it would be nice. Getting a full candle that is not attached to it would be huge. Alright, so there's IYT. Looking like it's ready to start a new uptrend today or tomorrow. So there's IYT. IYT is kind of one of those ones probably best looked at on the 3-day chart, because it gets kind of whippy and wild. There's IYT. That's the transportation index. All right, traders, that's it for this morning. I'm going to take questions. Oh, let's go look at a few of those. Where are they? Goes back up here so I can show you what's going on. Alright, so I had ENVX, RUBN, and SNAP. Alright, so I'm just going to move this over. Alright, I'm going to pull up ENVX. Alright, so there's the support line. That's the all-time high anchored VWAP. Okay? There's price breaking through and consolidating for 3 days. Okay, for me, all I need is a 15-minute uptrend, and I'll be looking for some calls for this to go higher. Okay, that's one of my criteria. Break through, hold the support for 3 days straight. And you can see that's what they've done. Hold the support, and usually you get a nice rip coming off of that 3-day hold over support. So there's ENVX. Okay, you can see right here, got up. See how they held on top of support right there. Okay, they broke through, came back, consolidated for 3 or 4 days. Right there, and then we got a rip to the upside. Okay, I'm looking for the same thing right through here. That's ENVX. Okay, the next one is REBN. Okay, I'm just gonna go out to a 3-day. So this is the all-time high anchored VWAP right there. So I'm going to zoom into the daily. Okay, there's price action consolidating for 3 days or more, and you get a rip. All right, this is support when we're over it, and then resistance when we're underneath it. See that? Coming up to it. So here's price action, consolidating for 3 days or more. They tried to go down and they failed. I'm looking for a rip to the upside, possibly, or a 15-minute uptrend to play bullishly. Okay, so there's REBNs. Take a look at SNAP. Okay, now here's SNAP. All right, there's a high, anchored BYOB. Not sure if that's all-time high. It is not. All-time high is back here. Okay, you see we're not up over the all-time high. It's a prior high, right? And we've broken through and need to consolidate up here for 3 days. All right, you can see they struggled with it here, they couldn't hold it, and they lost it. Now we're up here for 3 days, looking for a breakout, an actual test of that all-time high anchored VWAP. That would be my first target. And that number is 1770. So that's a dollar move up to 1770. Got 3 days of consolidation. Looking for that 15-minute uptrend. Kind of got it going on here. Just as soon as green wipes out red, that's an entry right in there. Or right over the body, 1673. Alright, so SNAP and ENVX are probably, out of the three, those two look to be the best. ENVX and SNAP. Alright, so I said I was going to visit those before I turn it off. And there you go. Alright, so if there's no questions, I'm going to render my video, get it posted up, and I will open up the show at 9:15. Alright, so I'll see you guys in probably 45 minutes.